to Crafters TV. We're kicking off the first of our Sweet 16 celebration Sundays. What a day we have got. Bernie's here. How are you, Bernie?
Hello. How weird has it been here?
Look at us in our flowery walk together.
Looks fabulous. I love it.
It
I've come
does,
in today and seen the set.
Yeah.
So obviously last week birthday hadn't quite
I know, we
started.
weren't allowed to, were we? We were like having to be all cloak and dagger, not showing parts of the sets. Loads coming up though today, isn't there? New stuff as well, which is exciting.
We've got a new launch. We've got loads of brilliant products on. However, Joe, I've got some sad news today for everyone. Sad news. So anybody who's watched Create and Craft over the years and here will have seen our Lizzie Curtis. So it was her last shows today for us. She's actually going to move on to concentrate on her own shows. And what we would like to do is thank her very much from the bottom of our heart. I can't do a heart. Do a little heart. We're going to miss you, Lizzie. But we just want to wish you all the best for the future and to say that thank you so much for all the hard work you've done for Crafters Companion. And we've had such a great laugh. But we're going to have a good laugh today as well. In honour of Lizzie's last day,
absolutely,
we're going to have a storming show.
Yeah, absolutely we are. We're wishing Lizzie all the best now because it is our Sweet 16th birthday celebrations. There's just like so many unbelievably amazing reasons to shop with us. Giveaways in every single show. Yes, there's going to be 2 more today in every single show, but also our grand prize draw. Can I get an ooh?
Ooh!
I know, the one of a kind Gemini Junior in teal, the first grand prize draw. I know. Oh yeah, with a caddy and a load of other goodies. Myself and Debbie Robinson will be giving that away. The first of 2 grand prize draws. That'll be coming up in Second Chance Sunday a little bit later today. Look at that! What a thing of beauty that is.
I can't enter though.
No, you
Lizzie
can't.
can enter.
Lizzie
can enter now. Lizzie might win it.
She may indeed. So that'll be happening. We'll be giving 2 giveaways as well in every single show. Both of those will be coming up. Don't forget as well about all of the daily free gifts. Have you seen this? Look at the rainbow, felted rainbow keyring. A kit to enable you to make that. Anyone can have a go at this, can't they?
Definitely, really, really easy. Jake showed me this morning and showed me the kit. You even get the stuffing in there as well.
Amazing.
Everything to make it. It is so easy. A little bit of hand stitching as well. That's all you need.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Spend £10 or $10, you'll receive that. I haven't got enough arms, here we go. Spend £50 or dollars, you would get that along with the Crafters Purple Tri-Blend Brush Pen, limited edition, and then also spend £100 or dollars, you'll get all 3 gifts, and you also get that craft tool bag as well, which is fantastic.
Fabulous.
So you get all of those, and you're going to get double points on everything, and you're going to get free UK postage and packaging as well. I mean, there's just so many reasons, isn't there, to shop today?
You're going to stay and watch the whole show, ain't you?
You're going to stay and watch the whole show, not just the whole show, you can stay and watch the whole day. I'm back with the dancing queen herself later as well. She's been showing me a few steps this morning.
I'll leave that to you, Joe.
Thank you very much. Right, shall we dive in then and have a look at what's coming up in the show today? First off, we're going to start with something brand new for you. You guys have been so excited about these. It is, of course, the Threaders multi-ruler collection that we are talking about. Bernie's going to take us through all the wonderful things we can do with these in a few minutes, but it's all about you getting that precision cut every single time when it comes to building your blocks to make sure you're getting something fabulous that sews together really easily and really effectively. 3 different ones in here for you. So you're going to receive the tri-square, the tri-hex, and also the log cabin as well. You can buy them individually, but when you get them all together, you save £15. So you're getting 1 for a £5 essentially, which is amazing. So do grab those all together. Very busy. How much are the stocks on here? Right, okay, we are 4 minutes into this show, 1/5 of the stock has already gone. Now, something that launched earlier in the week and you guys absolutely loved it. It is these brand new storage boxes for you. It's the stack and stash boxes. Now these are fantastic because what these are, let me move this forward for you so you can see. They are a box which is a storage box, really nice quality, 2 clips, one either end of these. But you see these dividers inside, these are all movable and customizable, so you can change this around depending on whatever it is you want to store. Now I know we're talking about crafting uses for this, so if you're a soft crafter or a paper crafter, you're going to love using these. How about using them as drawer organisers? How about using them, in the garage paintbrush as well, out in the garden shed. There's going to be so many different ways to use these. We've got a 3-pack on the show for you today, and it's essentially buy 2 get 1 free, which is amazing. They all stack up on top of each other beautifully. So whether you're using it for all of your crafting mediums like your glues, whether you want to use it for things like all of your Spectrum Noir products, absolutely you're going to be able to use it for those. They are just super handy for so many different things. We have sold so many of these since we launched them early in the week. Thousands of these have gone already, and you guys have absolutely adored them. They are still in stock. They're available right now, $19.18 or $31.98 for Platinum members. Bernie, what you got in yours over there?
I've got all of my soft craft scheme in here. The thing what I love about these, Joe, I love the stackability, but also the different sizes you can make the compartments, because you get loads, if I can get them out, you get loads of the divider tabs. And then you can see here, I've got my sprays in, I've got my rotary cutters, I've got my tape measure, lots of threads, I've got my, I've forgotten the name of it.
Your tool tidy.
Tool tidy, that's it. So I've got my, I've got that. But you can see how you can make all the different sizes to get anything in there, and for around the home as well. Absolutely fantastic. I love them. I can't wait to see if we're getting them in different sizes now as well, because you can get your fabric in there, everything.
You need to, these are Simon's baby apparently, so you need to go and ask him for some different sizes. That's what you need to do. If you want to get in touch with me, you've got any questions about anything that's coming up in the show, maybe you've got some salacious gossip you'd like to share with me and Bernie, you can do that really easily. We love salacious gossip, don't we, Bernie?
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte, I've never heard her so keen. She's like, yes. Charlotte and Johnny, of course, next door in the gallery today. Loads of you saying hi already. Laura's here. I can see Terry saying hi. Gilmore, Shelley. Who else we've got? Enchanted Craft Fairy. I'm not sure that's their actual name, but we'll go with it. And also Pauline saying, love all the new products, fabulous offers this week, happy birthday. Definitely get over to the website and have a look at all of the birthday week of the Sweet 16th celebration deals that are running all over the event over on the website as well. There's absolutely loads of stuff over there and loads of great things to come today. We are going to go back to though and have a look first at the Threaders multi-ruler collection, brand new today, Bernie. For anyone that's not seen these yet, hasn't seen the buzz about these online, what are these going to do for us? What can we achieve with these?
These are going to make your cutting out for your patchwork and your other mix as well. It doesn't have to be patchwork. If you want a particular shape, so much easier if you're using a rotary cutter. So if you're not into your die cutting, so obviously we do dies as well, but if you're not into your die cutting and you want to be doing the rotary cutting, these are brilliant. Now, they've got a try name for a reason. If I can get this one out. Because on each one you can do a 3-in-1 if you like. If I move everything out the way, let me show you on here. There we go. That stands out better. So this is the tri-square. So basically you can cut your squares with this. You can cut your half square triangles and your quarter square triangles. As you can see, it's all colour coded, Joe. So you can, if you want to look, I want to do half square triangles, then I need to look at the pink. My quarter square, I'm on the blue. So it's we've made it as really as straightforward as, it doesn't need to be complicated, is what I'm trying to say, because you've got all of these sizes on there to do it. And also, as you know, we always like to give you instructions. So we're giving you full instructions, diagrams on there explaining all the markings on it, step-by-step instructions for how you cut squares, how you cut half square triangles, then your quarter square triangles. But it doesn't stop there, because we also give you some design inspiration to get you going. Then you're going to obviously make up your own designs as well, but on the back we're giving you more. And also there's a link on there for you to go online and watch our videos, again seeing these in action. So we've got the tri-square one, and then we've got the tri-hex. And in the tri-hex, same sort of setup with the different colours. And this time you're going to be making hexagons, equilateral triangles, or you may know them as 60-degree triangles, and your 60-degree diamonds, and all of those shapes are going to work together. And then the other one is the log cabin. I absolutely love a log cabin. Wait till you see the sample I'm going to show you. It's brilliant. And with this one, you can do it in 4 different sizes, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, or 12-inch finished blocks. Absolutely stunning. So I'll show you a couple of samples first, and then we'll go in to see how we use them. So this one here has been used with the tri-square. So you can see we've got the squares here, and then we've got the half square triangles on this one. So
pretty colours in this, Bernie.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Every piece is going to be accurate that you cut. So when you're sewing them together, it's going to make it an absolute breeze. And then the tri-hex one, just look at this. So we're going from that big quilt to this dinky little pincushion. But look at those tiny little hexagons on there. And obviously because you're going to be able to cut those different sizes, I just think that is absolutely adorable. And then with this one, I'm going to hold this one up because you see the effect better. This is the tumbling block effect, and this is with your 60-degree diamonds. Look, isn't it fantastic? So you're getting those different shades in there, like medium and dark. Perfect for our threaders, blenders fabrics as well, because you're getting the light, medium and dark in there.
So what size blocks can we sort of work from to on these, Bernie?
With these ones, so on each one, there's different sizes on each one. So for example, on this one, with the 60-degree diamonds, you can make from a 1.5 inch high up to a 5.5 inch high. Ooh. With the tri-square, you can make up to a 6.5 inch square, a 6.5 inch half square triangle, and a 4.5 inch quarter square triangle. And then the sizes for the log cabin are 6, 8, 10 and 12 inches. So, but all of that information is on the packaging, so you don't need to remember those. So we're going to have a test. I'm not going to make everyone remember. And then this here, this is the log cabin. So if I hold this one up again, because this is stunning.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Get this the right way. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. Now to cut all those strips individually, if you try and get them all the right size, you could get them the right size, but it's going to take you a while. But with the ruler, it is accurate every single time. So I'm going to demonstrate this one later in the show. What I thought I'd first do is just show you how you use the other two.
Okie doke.
And I'm going to use our gingerbread lane fabric, Joe, that we've got back on. I love it. It's so cute. It is really, really, really cute. And I'm also going to use our quilting starter kit. Now, we often have this on the show. We don't often have it with as good a deal as we've got it today.
Let's get those details for you. It is $27.99. And what are we getting in here then, Bo? We're going to get the mat.
So, you get the A3 mat, which is inches on one side, and on the other side, you've got your centimetres. So whichever, you know, if you do card making, or I call like messy crafts, you could use this side, and then keep your other side for your cutting your fabric. And then you get your 6 by 12 inch acrylic ruler. You've got a little hanging loop on there if you want to hang it up as well. And this is all up in 1/8 increments on there. And then you get the 45mm rotary cutter, which is the most common size rotary cutter, and the most, I would probably say the most used one.
So grab that now while you've got a great saving on that.
So let me get this sorted. So I've got the tri-square here. So with this one, so this is the one where, like I say, you're going to be able to cut your squares, and you've got your markings on here, and then this side is for your two different types of triangles. Again, it's one of them, is you're going to look at something, if you looked at it just like that, or if it was in a plain packet and you were buying it, you would maybe not really understand it, but because we're giving you the videos, we're giving you with all those instructions as well, you're going to get all that information, so you don't feel like you bought it and then you left to your own devices. And obviously you can watch this show back as well. So what I've got here, so let's have a strip. So I've got a strip of fabric here, and what I've done, I've cut this with my 6 by 12 inch ruler, and I've cut a 3.5 inch strip. So this is the gingerbread houses. I love this one. And what I want to do is cut, because it's 3.5 this way, I want to cut a 3.5 inch square. So I'm popping it on my mat, and I'm bringing in the ruler, and I'm looking for the 3.5 inch mark. So if I line that up on the 3.5 inch, I've already got my straight edge here. I'm then going to cut up the side, and I've cut it. That's it. However, if I wanted, say, a 3 inch square, it means, well, actually, let's move that up there. So I know that's a straight edge. I've lined up the 3. I need to cut these 2 pieces. Now, you don't cut towards yourself at all. You always really want to be cutting away. So this is the good thing to have this A3 mat, because I can cut up this side, like that. But to cut this one, yeah, you sort of can cut that way, but it's not ideal. So, but what you can do is move the mat.
Perfect.
And none of this is moving. So you don't have to realign it up. You know it's in the exact spot. You're going to get it in a comfortable position for you to cut. And then we've got the perfect, now, 3-inch square. Okay? And then similarly, if we were going to be cutting the triangles, so I'll use that strip there. So we know this was, I cut this at 3.5. So you decide what you're going to have it on. And then I'm going to line up. So I'm using the pink because I want the half square triangle. So I'm lining up the 3.5-inch line along there. I'm lining that up flush to the edge. And you've got it all lined up there. And you're going to cut across. And the reason you can see that it's got this straight edge here is what that's doing is it's doing two things. One, it's cutting the dog ear off where you stitch them together. But two, it's saving your fabric. Because if I line that back up, if this went to the point there, I'd have a thin strip of fabric. I would have to have a wider strip than 3.5 inches. Then I've wasted that fabric. If you're cutting out a lot of pieces for a quilt, you're saving that fabric every time. And believe me, that does add up. It really does. And then the same again, if you're going to do a 1/4 square triangle, we know on here it's telling us the key is saying that that's in the blue. So I'm following these markings here. Again, I've got a 3.5 inch. So I'm going to line up my 3.5 inch line with this. And I know I can do that side, but I'll just move it in a little bit. And you can see here, there's like a little dark triangle if I move it up. Again, that's doing the same thing. It's taking your dog ear off at the top, but also it's saving you that tiny little bit of fabric. So you're going to go up one side, and then you've got a choice. You can either flip your fabric or you can flip the ruler. It's totally up to you. So let me flip my fabric, and then I'm going to pop it back on. This time, this line here that is part of the squares, but that's your lining up line as well. You're going to line up that 3.5 inch along the bottom. You're going to go up the side and cut, and we've now got the perfect 3.5 inch 1/4 square triangle. And the reason why it's a 1/4 square is obviously you're going to put 4 together. That then makes the square. With the half square triangles, you put 2 together, and that's making your square there. So that's with that one. It's just so fun and easy to use.
And speedy as well, Bernie, once you get going.
Yeah, and it's ideal to have this mat, because if you're moving your ruler, if you can avoid moving your fabric, that's better, especially if you've got more than one layer. So obviously I've only been cutting one layer with this.
How many do you think you could do?
Comfortably, I could probably cut 4 to 6 layers with
Wow.
this. But if you're a total beginner, just start with one layer and practice and build up to it. And the same with the other ruler as well. So the tri-hex is exactly the same. Shall I do a quick cut with this, Joe, and show you this one? So let me pick some different fabric. Ooh, we're going to have the spotty. Let's have that one. I love, not spotty, it's like stars, but it's like little,
the bunting,
put it that way, it's like bunting, isn't it? Yeah. And also as well, although this, we're sort of putting this as like a Christmas fabric.
Is it? I don't think of it as being Christmas fabric.
No, if you put it with Christmas fabric, it can look Christmassy, but otherwise it can be, you know, sitting there on its own, working quite lovely. In a nursery, having bunting in a nursery. I've got some bunting here, Joe, with this. So I made this on the show when we launched this fabric.
Nice.
So I used our the banner dyes. Well, you can see all the different colours, and this looks a bit papery because I used our fabric stabiliser. We've also got a great deal on that.
We do.
With our fabric coat. So the fabric stabiliser makes it go crispier. So you can get a cleaner cut, it's not going to fray. The fabric coat, you could coat it with the fabric coat, and that's going to leave it waterproof, so you can then hang it out on the fence in the garden in the summer.
Nice.
If you're making summer bunting. We can just see how all of the fabrics work together, but then they can work on their own as well. Yeah. And also, I mean, when you look at this one here, the blues we've got in here, and the pinks, think about our Threaders Blenders fabrics.
Yes.
How well they
do have a lot of the plains on the show today as well.
The sky blue, that's just the sky blue. It's absolutely just perfect match. It'll just make this fabric pop as well. So yeah, mix in your blenders.
If you want the fabric coat and the fabric stabiliser, £18.27. That's a 30% saving. It's available right now over on the website. So do go and grab that. I would urge you actually to have a look at the website under the Shop the Show button, see everything that's on there. Because my oh my, there's a lot of stuff, isn't there, Bernie, on this show?
It's a jam-packed show. We've got so much on. I would love to be able to demo everything, but obviously we know that's not always.
We'd be here till the end of the birthday celebrations, I think.
We would, yeah. So with this one here, so this is the tri-hex. So with this one, say you're getting the equilateral triangle, the hexagon, and the diamond. So I'm going to show you how you use this one as well. When you look at it, can you see that there's like a dotted line all the way around the outside? This section here, all the way around the outside, is your built-in seam allowance. Okay? So if we look in here, say we look at the 4, if I want to have a 4-inch finished triangle, because that's what some patterns will ask for, they'll say you need a 4-inch finished triangle, or 3-inch, or 3.5. So if I want a 4-inch finished triangle, I can see my triangle in there, but also all the way around the outside is the seam allowance.
Perfect.
So then that's then where I'm going to cut. So I've got a 4.5-inch strip here, again, that I cut with my 6x12 ruler. And then I'm going to go to the 4, but then I'm going to go down a notch, or down a line, because that's my seam allowance. And then, miraculously, the little tip of the triangle that's being cut off, to save your dog ears again, and that extra bit of fabric, lines up with the top of your fabric, absolutely spot on. So you're going to cut up one side. Again, this is great. You've got the mat to turn your mat to a comfortable position for you to cut. Back on there. The good thing with this rotary cutter as well, it's got a guard on. So as soon as you finish cutting, pop the guard back on and you're not going to have any little accidents. And then you've got the perfect triangle. The same principle applies with the diamonds and the hexagons as well.
I guess if you're new to this sort of thing, you're trying to cut these out by hand, you're trying to work out what size you want it, what shape it needs to be, how big the seam allowance needs to be. So is that both sides or either side, especially, I mean, on a square, okay, maybe a bit more straightforward, but on triangles or shapes, I can imagine you'd spend you'd have to be like Carol Vorderman trying to work out all the different measurements.
To be honest, Joe, I mean, you know how I love my maths. Even my head is battered sometimes trying to work things out. Whereas with things like this, it's straight on. Now, I've already got my correct angle there because I've cut the triangle, and these all fit and work together. So what I'm going to do on here is on the diamond is in pink. So now I'm just looking at my pink lines. I'm following that same principle. I want a 4-inch finished. So on here, if I line it up with the 4 and then move it along for the seam allowance, you see now, there's my seam allowance. My seam allowance is here. But also, you see how well, you can see it, there's a dashed line around here that needs to move onto the fabric.
Okay, doke.
So you're lining it up with the dashed line. So I've got my 4-inch finished and my seam allowance, and then I'm going to cut up the side, and I've got my diamond.
Think about how much time these are going to save you for that investment. Platinum members, $36.79 and $42.39 to get all of these.
It's brilliant. And then the hexagon's the same principle. So once you've learned how to use one of them, it's the same for each one. So again, I've got a 4.5-inch strip. I'll use the same strip. The hexagon's in blue, so I'm lining up using my hexagon here. I'm going to cut up one side. Again, if you need to turn your mat. Okay, so now I've got that cut up, I'm going to turn it round, and then I'm going to turn the ruler, and I'm going to line up the 4.5-inch line again, and it's that dashed line, because that's my seam allowance, all the way around the outside. I'm going to come up here, and come up there. And you can see I've got, well, they're my offcuts at the end, but you've got little triangles here that you can use in another project. But there you've got the 3 shapes all cut from.
And you know that when you come to sew them together, they're all going to be absolutely perfect, because no one wants, you know, quilted blocks that are like donkey's back legs, do they, where they haven't, you know, got it just completely spot on.
Exactly.
These are going to allow you to do that. And I think maybe if you've looked at dies before, look, dies absolutely have their place. And when it comes to speed burning, I think dies, you know, are hard to beat, aren't they? Maybe you're not a die cutter, maybe you don't have a die cutting machine, maybe it's a little bit out of your price range. These are going to give you that same effect and that same precision, but at a fraction of the price. It's really busy on these already, Bernie, as we knew it would be.
I'm pleased because they are, like you say, if you're not a die cutter and you prefer to cut with a rotary cutter, and sometimes it depends on what I'm doing, whether I do the dies or the rulers, but having the tools like this to hand is just absolutely perfect, because these are the most common shapes in patchwork and the most common regular sizes as well. So it's just winner every single time, Joe.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to show the log cabin later on in the show as well.
Excellent. Now remember what you're getting in here, then you are getting all three. So you're going to get the tri-square, the tri-hex, and you'll get the log cabin as well. You're getting all three of those brand new rulers in here for you. The brilliant thing is it should be £20 each. You can get all three of them for £46. So it's like you're buying two and then getting one for £6, which is excellent. It's a great deal. Make sure you snap it up. Platinum members don't even pay for two of these to receive all three of them, which is wonderful. So make sure you get those. Now, something else I need to tell you about is our Sweet 16th celebration soft craft party bag. Now, if you haven't yet gone for one of these, oh my, what off the chart value you've got in here. Now obviously some contents may vary. You'll get pretty much everything that I'm showing you in here. If you buy more than one, you will get some duplicates as well. It's worth noting. Just want to share with you the price on the screen, £30 or $40. The first thing I'm going to show you is worth £30 or $35. So essentially, for the cost of one die, which is one of these gorgeous Hawaiian applique dies, you're going to get everything else totally free of charge, which is amazing. So we've got some lovely linen look cotton in here. You'll be receiving some fabric, maybe it's going to be a linen look cotton. We've also got a mitre tool in here. There are some fantastic dies. We've got some lovely panel dies. You'll get some nesting dies in here as well, which is fantastic. We have got some heat erasable pens in there. Absolute essentials. Quilting clips. I've also got a binding tool in here, and also some of our rectangle rings in there as well. So all of that, £24, $32. I need to let you know, this has been running all week, this deal. 3/4 of the stock has now sold out and gone though. So if you want that, if you've seen it earlier in the week and you think, do I want it? I'm going to go for it. Would actually act sooner rather than later there on that one. Right, let's see what people are saying in the comments. Loads of you chatting away. There's loads and loads of excitement today. Bernie's project's always beautiful, says Georgia. Shaddai says the threaded sewing box with the tools collection. Prince Joe, tell Bernie I had to throw this into my basket for 3 epic pieces. The mitre tool, the gloves, and also the binding tool. What a deal. Thank you, more than welcome. Terry loves watching all of Bernie's demos. Jan says log cabin is one of my favourites. Really enjoyable to sew. Liz is loving the rulers, says they're going to make things much more quicker and accurate. Sharon loves them as well. Absolutely, loads and loads of love for those out there. Now, we're going to move on and we're going to have a look at the Gingerbread Lane fabrics. Right, let me see if I can get these in the right order. So, he says, this one here, right. So, we're going to start off with this one, which is, this is your hearts. This is your hearts that you've got here. So the hearts fabric. Now they're all ½ metre pieces. By process of elimination, we'll get there. Don't you worry. These are all ½ metre pieces. Now the great thing is that we cut our fabrics by hand in the factory, in the warehouse. So that what it means is, if you order multiple of one of these, like a sort of, what are they called? Matador, that's it. If you order more than one of these, we will cut them for you. So order 4 of one piece, we'll cut them as a 2 metre by 1 metre piece for you, which is excellent. So that's the size you're getting. Quilting quality cotton as well. It's got a really lovely softness to it, which is awesome. So that's your first one. Then we've got, so that's the hearts. Then we have got this one here. This is your Gingerbread Lane that you've got just here. Really, really beautiful designs on there, and that cute little gingerbread house that you've got there as well. This next one here, we're going to move on. This one here is your, is it cookies? Is that one not cookies?
The red one's cookies.
So that one is...
It's shapes.
That's your gingerbread shapes that you've got there. You can see. We'll cut this out later, guys. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine. So that's your other option. And then you've got the cookies, which is this one just here. And also, you can go for your bunting here as well, which is fantastic. Saving 20%. What I would say is that there is 20% off of every single piece of cut by the meter fabric that we have available on our website, site-wide. We got to see Bernie doing a whoop whoop there. Site-wide, here she is.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I ordered some.
Did you? I bet you did. I bet you've ordered half of the warehouse, knowing you, Bernie. So they're the cut by meter pieces. There's a couple of other options for you. If you want to go for a bit of everything, we've got the half meter bundle. So it's essentially everything I've just showed you, one of everything right there, and that's coming to you all pre-cut and ready to go in all of those lovely designs there for you, $23.99 or $27.96. Or maybe you're someone that prefers fat quarters, then we've got a fat quarter bundle in all 5 of the designs there done for you, all pre-cut, $11.19 or $13.56. Something else that I think you might want to go for and would work beautifully in conjunction with those rulers that we just showed you is this. It is our mini patchwork templates. These have been so popular in the past. A great saving on these for you. Platinum members are looking at just under £16 or just over $19. Don't forget as well about all the free gifts that you're going to get throughout our sweet 16th birthday celebrations. Remember today's daily gift, let me just share that with you again. It is this, which is that gorgeous, your great gorgeous rainbow keyring kit. That is what it creates. I feel like I'm going to have to buy something so I can get this today. I think I'd love to create one of those. So that's when you spend over £10 or $10. Spend over £50 or dollars, you'll get that alongside also the Crafter's Purple Tri-Blend brush pen, and then spend over £100 or dollars and you'll also get the craft tool tote as well. So make sure that you don't have to do anything. It'll just all happen at the checkout for you, which is excellent. Right, mini patchwork templates, Bernie. These are something that are so versatile, aren't they?
These are fantastic. I need to apologise, Joe. When I started all my samples out for the show, I forgot to bring some samples over with these.
Oh no!
But I am making something with them, so that's good. I was like, whew. And everything else, a trolley full of stuff. So what these are is they are the mini patchwork templates. They're going to make your 2.5-inch tall shapes, but you've got 12 in here. $19.99, well, $15.99 platinum. It's absolutely amazing to get all of these 12 different designs. So these actually are brilliant for working with your strip rolls. So your strip rolls are 2.5 inches high, so you don't even need to pre-cut your fabric. But by all means you can pre-cut to your 2.5-inch strips before you actually cut these ones. And you're getting all the different shapes in here. So you're getting a tumbler shape. I love the tumbler shape. So there's a little tumbler. So they're just so cute, aren't they? You've got your hexagon, your equilateral triangle, your dual, your half square triangle, your square, your quarter square triangle, your half rectangle triangle, 60-degree diamond, a honeycomb, half hexagon, 45-degree diamond. You're actually getting a bigger hexagon as well, because what you can do is cut on the fold, which I'll show you as well. So you can cut on the fold as well with those. And also as well, we get in the instructions in here. Now the best part for me of these instructions is this little chart here. When you get yours home, it tells you each shape and which each shape will work with. So you can see, so for example, the half hexagon is going to work with the half rectangle triangle, the equilateral triangle and the 60-degree diamond. The square will work with your half rectangle triangle and your half square triangle. So it just shows you how these can work together, or they can work on their own as standalone. Perfect for machine stitching, perfect for English paper piecing. So what you can do is cut your papers out with these, so say the honeycomb, cut your papers out with that, and then you can just rough cut some fabric around the outside and use it as a paper piecing template as well. They all have a little hole in the top for hanging, or so what I did, I've looked in my craft bag there, I can't find it, I'm sure I had one in. There's a hole here, hanging hole, so you know, like a shower curtain ring, Joe.
Yeah.
So I bought some of those off that Long River website, you know.
Off which one?
The Long River.
The Long yes.
River website. And what you can do is then feed them all in, so you've got them all on like a ring to keep them all together, so you're not going to lose any of them. The other thing in here is also, if you can see, at each corner there's another hole. Now, what that's for is when you are marking your 1/4 inch seam. You get your heat erasable pen, pop through that little hole on each one. It's going to mark your 1/4 inch seams. So when you're doing, say, the 60-degree diamond and you're doing Y seams, you're going to mark that 1/4 inch seam already while you're cutting your piece out. So shall we see them in action, Joe?
Yes, let's.
What I thought I'd make was, I'm going to use the half hexagon, and I thought I'd make a little pouch to keep them in, because obviously I can't find my shower ring thing, so I need to keep them in something.
Right.
And I thought, well, what better than to make something to keep them in? So I thought I'll make a little pouch. So I've got my strip rolls here, and these are our blenders ones. I've got 2 of the colours here, and you see I've already been cutting some because I've done it there. So I've got 4 layers here. So similarly with the other ruler, the tri-rulers, we can cut multiple layers with them. So I've got 4 layers on here. So what you're going to do is pop your shape on, and with a strip roll, it's 2.5 inches from the inner side of the little zigzag, the pinked edge. So you can trim your little bits off, your pinked bits off if you want. I tend to just leave them on. I don't take mine off. But I'm going to position it on there, cut up the side, and also we've got the dog ear corners nicely cut off for us. So when we're piecing them, it's going to help us line them up better. So again, I've got my quilter starting kit out. I've got my mat. So I'm going to rotate it, so I don't need to move any of that, because I've got 4 layers there. I don't want to move them. I'm going to pop the rotary cutter up that side, and then again just take the dog ears off. And I say, if you want to take them off, I'll take them off so you can see. You can take off the pinked edges again.
What are the pinked edges for, Bernie?
So it's to stop them fraying.
Right.
So you get little bits of sort of threads when fabric's being cut, but when they're rolled up, and obviously they get moved and put on shelves in stores and the warehouses and everything, it can fray because it's been cut. So the pinked edge reduces that fraying.
Okay.
So that's what they pink them for. You can buy some that they're straight, but if they're pink, that's why they're done. So what we've got is the half hexagons. And what you can see is, because they're half hexagons, they're going to fit together with a seam allowance, and they're going to make a hexagon. So if we did sew them together, I've got one here. So I've got one here that I sewed together. I sewed it down there. I left my pinked edges on this one. And when you open it out, you're getting a perfect hexagon. So you can do that. The other thing what you can do is sew 2 strips together like that. And then a bit like, well, similar to our shape creators that we've got, pop your dashed line on the stitch line and cut round. You can see there, it fits perfectly, and then it's already stitched as well.
Fantastic.
So you don't have to stitch them up. So that's them if you stitch them together. But I say I'm going to make just a little pouch with these. So I've got a few that I've pre-cut. And when they're half hexagon, these are really easy to join. There's no Y seams on these. Absolutely amazing, because what you're going to do is join them in strips. So if we look here, you can see how I'm going to join that to that.
Yeah.
And open it out and join that to that. And then what will happen is, then you've just got a straight edge to join.
Perfect.
It's got no Y seams at all. So I'm going to join a few of these
Do we not like
together.
Y seams, Bernie?
Well,
Are they not our friend?
Some people are scared of them, Joe, because you're sewing on an angle, but it's you're still sewing a straight edge, but you've got like something to think about in the middle.
Okay.
But if you are worried about them, in here we've got instructions on how to put them together. And if you get the tri-hex multi-ruler as well, you've got all the details on there and how to do it.
Excellent.
So what I've done, I've got one here. So what I did was just joined 4 on each side, and I just used the 2 colours. You can see, let me move them out the way. You can just see how I've just alternated them. So I've got, here's my hexagon here, and a hexagon here. But then in here, they go on the other way. And I only need a little case, because these aren't very big. So what we're going to end up with, when we've finished, is just a little pouch like that.
Nice.
It really
That's
cute.
a really simple pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, you can do it in plain fabric, but I think sometimes you don't want plain, do you? You want, you want something, something a bit nicer. And you could do this with any of the shapes, because basically what you're doing is making a piece of fabric by cutting it up and then stitching them all together again.
Fabulous. Lots of people talking about how they're going to use these in the comments. Kristen saying, if I were to decorate my little Christmas tree with a sewing theme, these mini templates would be cute ornaments.
Oh, yes.
Love that. Gemma saying they had to get some of the Christmassy fat quarters to order, loving the Gingerbread Lane bundle. How many layers of fabric maximum would you cut at the same time with these templates?
I would probably say, 6, but how many would I cut?
Right.
We'll get the right question. So would say
the official line up to 6.
Up to 6 layers. I put too much spray on there, but that does wash out because this spray washes away. I'll cut possibly 10 or 12 layers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a rebel, Joe. You know me.
Really are.
I'm a rebel. But I would say up to 6 comfortably. But like I say, if you are a beginner, but just get some scrap fabric and just have a little practice, especially if you're learning to use a rotary cutter for the first time as well. And you want a sharp blade. So obviously if you buy any of our other rotary cutters, we've got the 45 and the 60 and the 28, you get extra blades with them as well.
Nice.
Which is great. So I've used my stick and spray, and I've just put some of the our 80/20 wadding on the back there. And then what I've also got is I sewed 2 strips together for the back. So I thought I'm just going to utilise, for the lining, sorry, that I don't want a plain one, so I'm going to sew our 2 strips together for the lining. Right, now what I need to do is just trim around here. So I'm going to get my ruler, and I need to straighten this bit off. So where we've got this bit off, this is going to be the top of the bag, so I don't want that, I want to just level that off. So I'm just lining up that, and I'm just cutting up there, and then I'm going to cut up each side and across the top. And again, just turn your mat. So always try and cut away. You can cut across, like you cut across here, obviously, like that, not along the ruler. But I'm just going to cut all the way around here.
A lot of people talking about that fabric as well, saying how beautiful it is. Gilmore saying, gosh, that gingerbread fabric is making me hungry for breakfast.
All our tummies were rumbling this morning in the gallery. I was saying we've had our breakfast, but we were still rumbling. I think me and Johnny were having a tummy rumbling competition.
See, me and Charlotte, we were savvy. We got ourselves a bacon baguette this morning before work.
What?
So, yeah.
Johnny, we missed that.
Yeah.
Hey, my mum's not making dinner for us today now.
Oh no!
I know.
What?
I've got to go food shopping, so I'll probably end up buying naughty food.
Oh dear. What's naughty food?
So you know when you're hungry and you go shopping, you shouldn't really go shopping when you're hungry, because you'd get like bad.
So does that mean a whole week of
treats.
naughty food, or just a day of naughty food?
Probably just a day. Yeah.
Probably a day.
My week's shopping and then just some goodies for today.
Perfect.
Right, so I've got that. So there's my shape of this coming together. And then I'm going to put my back and piece on. Now, I'm not going to trim my back and piece in because you don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
Now, this is a different way of putting a pouch together. You're going to think, what's she doing? She's not lining them up as she usually does. I'm doing a different method. What we're going to do is this hexagon bit's going to be the top. So we're going to stitch along here about 1 inch down, along and back down there, and then I'm going to stitch along the bottom.
Right.
And then once I've done that, hopefully it'll make sense of how it's going to look. It's when you first see it, you think, oh, what's she doing there? What's she doing? I need a couple of pins, Joe, so I've got my magnetic pins dish out.
Nice.
You know, I like.
A lot of people talking about cutting. Mary Kay says, I never cut more than 2 layers at a time. I don't think my rotary cutter would handle it. I think it might be time for a new rotary cutter, don't you, Bernie, in that case?
It could be the blade, yes, exactly, yeah, it could be the blade. Sometimes I know, I was doing a class yesterday, we did a full day class yesterday, I've been busy this weekend. And one of the ladies who was there was struggling a little bit with a rotary cutter, and she asked me to cut. She said, you cut it so I can see if it's me rotary cutter or if it's me the way I'm cutting it. And it was the blade. She needed a new blade in.
Right, okay, that might be worth giving that a try then, Mary Kay. A lot of you still talking about those rulers from earlier as well. Kelly Grant saying how easy they look to use. Kristen going for them as well. Kelly says, I don't do much sewing, but I do love to watch every Sunday. I just love Bernie.
Oh.
I've bought some fabric in the past, and someday I will create something. There you
Brilliant.
are. Claire Woodhouse saying how amazing that party bag is as well. Sandy saying the rulers are so amazing. Usually one ruler has one function. CC always thinks outside the box and gives us the best value. Sandy says as well, received my soft party bag Friday. Now to put the mitre tool to good use. There's loads of great stuff there's loads of great stuff in there. Pam Craven says, Joe, is that the Bonderweb backing that Bernie is using?
So this is the backing I've got here is our 80-20 wadding. So it's not the Bonderweb. Bonderweb, so you can also get that, it's heat and bond, it's a fusible webbing that goes on the back of, usually if you're going to be doing a plique. Right. But this is the 80-20. Right, so I'm just going to trim the bottom off there. And also trim where I've cut here. And you'll find, I remember when I first started using a rotary cutter, I was petrified of it. I thought it was like a glorified pizza cutter. And I was petrified of it, but you know what? Once I got into using it, I was like, wow, this is, and you always respect it, always put your cover back on once you finish cutting, because it is a sharp blade. Right, so this is a weird part that's going to look really weird for everyone. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this up. Oh, I haven't got my seam joined very well on that. Don't look at my seam. I haven't joined that up very well. Be right. So where I've stopped stitching here, about an inch of the way down, I'm going to match that up with that side seam there. And I'm going to pop a little pin in. And then I'm going to match up the other side.
I have no idea how this is going to turn out, Bernie. I must say, not a clue at the moment.
It's definitely a different way of doing a pouch. Oh, I need that pin further down there. Okay. And then if you put the pins only on one side, so this is my lining here. This strip side here is my lining. So where I stop stitching there, I'm going to stitch all the way down that side, and I'm going to stitch down this side, but I'm going to leave a gap. So like any bag, you leave a gap somewhere for you to turn it through in the lining. So I've got my pins back there out the way, and I'm going to start at that point there. Okay, are you all right, Joe? Poor Joe's got a little you need a cuppa. See, Tracy's knowing we haven't got a cuppa today. That's where it is. Yeah. You don't make Jake feel guilty. Tracy always makes us a cuppa. He's had his hair cut, Jake. So Jake with his mullet, it's gone. It's all gone. I was a little bit taken aback this morning when I didn't nearly hardly recognise him.
He hasn't quite got a mullet, but he's got a bit of a duck's bum going on, hasn't he? I think there's an actual word for that style, but I call it a duck's bum.
Yeah. Oh, what is it? I'll have to remember. I know what you mean. So with this one, I'm going to stitch from the other side, and this is the side I want to leave a little gap in for turning. Let's get that in.
Very, very busy across everything you've seen so far on this show. Those rulers especially. We'll be going back there very shortly. Gemma Wilson says, you really do make this look so easy, Bernie. You're a very clean crafter. I always end up with stuff everywhere. Are you a clean crafter really, Bernie, or are you masquerading in the studio as a clean crafter?
I'm clean as in not like inky and things, but my sewing room, there's threads all over.
Are you going to show us it?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. I won't press you on the matter.
No, it's very messy. It's quite tidy, as in everything's in its place, but it is a little bit messy, yeah. Right, so what I was going to do on here, we need a fastening on the top. But I was going to use one of our magnetic fasteners. Now, we had them on the show last week. So if anyone got them last week, if not, they are still on the website, because I did have a look. So I'm just going to quickly pop one of these in, Joe, just so we've got, because I'm conscious that today we've got quite a few techniques, and obviously I need to have a finished product, don't I?
You do indeed.
So I'm just going to get these. Oh, this is where Daphne, there we go. There we go. So my magnetic fastener wants to be in the flap. So if I turn it through the other way, and then you'll look and say, I know what she's doing now.
I'm still not there yet, but...
Well, I've got this side to stitch, but I don't want to
Right.
stitch it till I put my fastener in. But if I turn it the other way, at least you'll get the gist of what it's going to look like. So we're going to have the little flap there, and that's our lining inside. So if you imagine these sides are stitched, and this, when I poke all the corners out, it'll be the hexagon flap, and then it's going to close like that.
Right.
And it's going to fit them in.
That's
so
clever.
I just need to pop that fastener in there. Right, so...
Now, don't forget, there's loads more to come still today here on Crafters TV. We've got our dancing queen, Sarah, will be back in the studio with me at 3 p.m. today, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 7 a.m. West Coast, for the launch of the brand new Ultimate USB. Oh my word, Bernie, you should see the new paper pads that we have got.
Do you
They
know,
are gorgeous.
I've had a little peek. And
They're just so fabulous.
Oh, there's so much choice in there as well, like for all different occasions. Like I do like a tiny little bit of paper crafting, but when I've seen how much choice you've got in there, wow.
Absolutely amazing. We've got the brand new USB, we've got the Ultimate on the show, some amazing new dies for you, which are going to be incredible for envelopes, brand new pads as well. That's going to be incredible. And then myself and Debbie Robinson will be back for Second Chance Sunday tonight, which is going to be awesome. We're going to be doing that grand prize draw, don't forget, and also wrapping up the best of the first 7 days of our sweet 16th birthday celebration. So anything you missed out on, any of the big launches, all going to be in that show later. If there's anything in particular you want to see, you can email us and let us know, or just drop us a comment if you like. If you've got any questions about this or anything in this show, do let me know. Crafts TV on Facebook, Crafts Companion on YouTube.
Right, so I'm back to the machine now, so I'll put that on. That just shows you how easy they are. I know I didn't talk through how I put that on, but there's little prongs on that you just make 2 little holes and push one side of the fastener through, and then the little round disc, you just put that on thread it through the prongs, and then just bend the prongs over, and that then secures it on.
Perfect.
So I'll put the one on the little pouch flap, and then I've just got this side to stitch up, and then I can turn it through that hole. And these you can make any size, absolutely any size you want. Let me just secure my stitches. There we go. And then I'm just going to trim the corners, just so it takes that little bit of bulk away. And then I left that hole in the lining so I can turn that through there. And then I can put the little fastener on, and then all my little pieces, obviously you've got your little hole to stitch up inside, but all the little pieces now, my patchwork templates, are all going to fit. Oh no.
Oh no, what? That sounded like a very disappointed Bernie.
Yeah, I think I put my fastener on back to front. Oh, Joe.
Oh no.
No. I've got spare.
Is it a disaster?
No, because I've got spare, so what I'll do is I can change it and put it the other way around.
Oh, okay, all's not lost.
Gutted.
What are you crying for?
Gutted. I need me little pokey tool.
Anne wants to know if I'll be picking corks in this show. Anne, yes, I'll be.
What's this? We've got prizes.
I'll be picking a cork for you in just a second and popping my cork into the bucket as well. And yeah, we'll be getting 2 names up on that board in this show. Don't you worry about that.
I'm gutted I've put that on the wrong way, Joe.
Shall I go and do it now whilst you're
Yes.
I'm going.
Shall we do it? And I'll turn this the other way.
Sounds spiffing. Right. Let's pop ourselves up. Do you want to pull my cork?
Oh, can I pull your cork?
Absolutely, you can. Right, let's have a little. I'll give these a good old shuffle. Let's see who's in here. All right, pop one out of there then, Bernie. Oh.
I'm not looking. So what do they win? What do they win?
Right, so it depends what's on the number. So the winner of this one, so it's number 81, I can tell you. And the winner on this one is Pam Craven.
Yeah,
the lovely Pam.
Well done, Pam.
And Pam has won 81.
Boom!
An 11-piece ornate swirls pack. How amazing!
Wow.
So, on it goes. So Pam. Oh, I don't know. Oh no! There we go. You're on the board, Pat. I mean, I butchered it. We're worried about the end bit there, but you're on the board, and it also means, Pam, you're in with a chance to win that grand prize draw, which will be happening in Second Chance Sunday today, to win that one-of-a-kind teal Gemini Junior, which is amazing. So make sure you join us at Second Chance Sunday to see who of this lovely lot will be the winner, which is fantastic. Still another chance to win as well in this show. Another giveaway will be coming up your way. Right, how are you getting on, Bernie?
Well, no, because what I thought was I can turn it the other way.
Bernie, how are you getting on? Well, no.
No. So what I've done, because I put the magnetic fastener on, it means, on the other side, it means that now my lovely half hexagons that I stitched are now going to be on the inside. So I'm going to sort it out and finish it later.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's all right.
Yeah.
Anyone else, Bernie, I'd say, well, I'm not sure that's all right, but for you, of course it's fine.
Thank you. It's because I've got to do a bit of unpicking there to rectify it, and I don't want to do that live on air because we've got loads more stuff to show. So
yes, we have indeed. Right, I want to share with you, someone was talking about it in the comments earlier, I think it was Shadiah mentioned it, the sewing box. You buy the box, you get the tools free. I said you buy the box,
you get the tools free.
I know, how amazing is that? And you've got some of the most amazing tools in here, which is incredible as well. So you're going to pay for the box, $24.99, $25.95. You then get the Threaders magnetic pindition pins, the mitre tool, the binding tool, the embroidery scissors, the heat erasable fabric pens, and the quilting gloves. If you're not a quilter, you can just pretend to be a French mime with those as well, which I think is always quite good fun.
I love it. Actually, you don't have to be a quilter, you know, Joe.
Charlotte was having a moan at her system then. She couldn't get something to change, but I thought she was actually talking to me. I was doing my best French mime. She's like, no, what are you doing that for? I was like, oh, okay.
I thought it was rather good, Joe.
$24.99, $25.95, not even paying for the box. $19.99, $20.76. We've got to go back to these as well because, oh my word, you guys are loving them. Easy to see why. Do you know what I think these would be great for? Imagine if you were like a jewellery maker. You know, you've got all those little findings, those clasps, your tools. The great thing about these is that all of these different sections here, they are all movable. So these all come out and clip into the different sections. So you can completely arrange this how you want. You could have none in here. You could have a half divider in there if you wanted to. The options really are yours. So this one here's got all of our sort of, we've got ink pads in there, glitters, sequins. Maybe another one, you want to arrange it for all of your different Spectrum Nara items. The thing is, there's nothing you can't put in here, so long as it's smaller than A4, because you're going to be able to customise the perfect compartment for it to fit in, which I think is amazing. They all stack on each other, and they're that really, really great quality as well. They're really nice, sturdy material they've been made out of. I just think they're going to be great for so many different things, not just, of course, in the craft room, but all around the home. You buy two and you get one free in this particular configuration, which I think is awesome, and they are just going to make tidying an absolute dream, and also have different things in here. Label these up, maybe you even wanted to put things like topper collections into these if you wanted to. You could put your craft kits in there. There's so many different things that you can use these for. Right, that is those $23.98, $39.98 if you want to go for those. We are going to Pam Craven says, OMG Joe, I never win anything. Well, that's changed, Pam. We're going to go back to the rulers. I want to start singing Dua Lipa. I got no rulers, I count them. No? Okay. You don't know that one? New Rules by Dua Lipa? No. Okay. Okay. Anyway, the rulers.
I recognised
You
it,
did.
Joe.
Thank you, Bernie.
Yeah.
Thanks for your continued support today. Let's go back through what you're getting in here. Then you've got the tri-square, the tri-hex, and you've also got the log cabin as well in here, which is fantastic. You get all three of them. They should be £20 each. You're saving over 20%. It is a brand new launch today, but they are absolutely flying out. I think absolutely, you know, if you love die cutting is going to be the fastest, easiest way of doing it. Of course it is. But if you're not a paper crafter that also fabric crafts, maybe you don't have a die cutting machine, you prefer using a rotary cutter, this is going to give you that same kind of result as something like our builder block, but you're doing it with your rotary cutter. And it means, of course, the price is very accessible. $36.79 for platinum members in the UK, $42.39 if you're in the US. Don't forget about the double points. Don't forget about the free prize, the free gifts as well. The rainbow. I think this is just so cute. You're going to get, spending over £10 or $10, you'll get the kit to make this lovely felt rainbow keyring. Of course, spending over £50 or dollars, you'll also get the tri-blend pen. Over $100, you'll receive all three of those awesome free gifts. So make sure all happens at the checkout for you. You don't need to worry about it whatsoever. And double points across absolutely everything in show and across the entire website. But the rulers, which one are we going to have a little look at next then, Bernie?
The log cabin.
Why is it called log cabin?
I love it. So this is a traditional block, and traditionally what they'll say is that in the centre block here, that's like the heart, like the fire in the home, and then everything is around that. So
right.
that's where it sort of stems from. It's a really, really, really old block, but you can see how narrow these strips are here, and you're going to look and think, oh my goodness me, that's just going to, like, am I going to be able to cut them? What size do I need to do?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be very fiddly from the start. But
with this beauty, it's absolutely perfect.
Right.
And with this one, I can say you're going to be able to make 6-inch finished blocks, 8-inch, 10-inch and 12-inch. So I'm going to show you quickly how it works. Again, you're getting the instructions in here, and you're also getting the video. That's definitely well worth a watch if you've never done this style of block before. You'll just be able to see, you know, how easy it goes together. It really, really does. But you get all of your instructions on how to build the blocks, and also how then to start putting them together, and then we give you a step-by-step guide. So I'm going to take you through one now, but you can see here step by step so we basically hold in your hands for each one till you get to the finished block.
Fantastic.
Here. However, you can put them together in different combinations, Joe. Here's just a few. So you can follow this as a guide and use totally different
I love the top right one.
Brilliant, isn't it? That one reminds me, this one.
Yeah.
This one reminds me of, is it the, I think where the gladiators fight, not Colosseum.
What are they called?
The amphitheatre,
yeah.
That sort of thing. It sort of has that sort of look, you know. But even if you want to just do a design, this is like a rail fence design as well, you know, you can have it as straightforward as all the same size. So you're only going to cut one size from the ruler. So what you need to do is work out what size you want your block. And I think, now which one did I do here? A 10-inch. I think I did a 10-inch. Let me measure it. I'll show you the block I've done, and then I'll show you how I put it together. So with this one here, I thought I'll go with all like pinky peaches on one side. So you always really want to go for a light and dark to get the contrast. But you could use all the same colour, but I like to use different ones. So I raided my stash and just looked for different shades in the same colour, and then all my light ones on this side. So I think this was a 10-inch. Yeah, so this is the 10-inch finished, this one. So this is what I'm going to put together. So on the ruler, sorry Joe, I just want to get a quick slurp of water.
You wet your whistle. Karen says it's a great deal for that sewing box. Christine says they think they need to move into the CC Craft studio to put all of their birthday goodies in. I can imagine a lot of people doing a lot of organising at home with all these new purchases. And Liz Williams says log cabins was the first machine patchwork I ever did.
Wow, that's a good one. We'd like to see pictures. If you've got any pictures.
Oh yeah, send us in your pictures.
So I'm going to go for the 10-inch one, Joe. So on the chart here, So it gives you the cutting chart, and on the 10 inches it says if I go to the 10 inches it means that I need to cut my strips before I start, cut them at 1.5 inches, and my centre square, so if we look at the fire, the half in the middle needs to be 2.5 inch square. So what you can do is you get on the ruler here, if we look at the centre square, it gives you pink ones which refer to the 10 and the 12 block, and then in blue refers to the 6 and the 8. So there is the shape. So there's no need to measure that. All you're going to do is cut the square out. So say I've got a piece of fabric here, and I've got, so both of my edges are squared off, ready to cut. So they're straight. When I say squared off, so they're straight. If they weren't, you can use your ruler just to straighten them off. So if I put it just on the edge here, just randomly, so you can see there how you can use the side of the ruler to actually to square it off. But I've got that one squared already, so I'm going to place it on there, and I'm going to cut up there and across, and now that's my first piece ready. So I've got my centre piece ready to cut. Then to cut the strips, in the booklet we refer to them as pink and purple, but obviously I'm doing white and pink, so you can just see which side you're going to follow, and they're all lettered. So from A, it says you want one of the white, which was my centre square. B, strip B, I need one in the pink. So we'll say that's my pink. So you're going to go, or my white, sorry. So you can go to B here. Now, what that B refers to is the letters on here. So if I look to here, we can see here, there's B. It's actually telling me to cut one. Okay. So you've got them on the instructions here. You've also got them on here as well. So it's going to tell me that I want to cut one piece. So I've got my strip here. And the way you do it is, you'll have a long strip, because you're going to start with long strips if you're cutting lots. You're going to lie your block on. I'm on the 10-inch one. The edge bit, make sure that's straight. Line it up. So I've lined it up to the B. And then I've gone up there to cut the B. So I only need one B, so I'll pop that one there. And then I also need, of that colour, I need a C. So again, I'm going to go to keep on the 10-inch block line, go to the C, line that up with the C, and trim it. There's my first 3 pieces cut.
Fantastic.
So you're going to go all the way through them. So I've got mine cut out, and I'm just going to quickly show you how we lay these out. There we go. So you're going to cut all your pieces out. And then, so we've got our centre square, and then I've got my top piece. And then what you do is have, you can have either this chart here, or like I was saying there, turn it round, inside you've got the pieces. So if I have this here so you can see it, so if I move that along, there we go, look. So I've got this piece here, and then this is my B there, and then I had a C, so that was the other one I cut. You're going to pop that on the side there, but you're going to start stitching them together. So you can lie all your block out first and then start stitching them, or do one at a time. I like to do one at a time and pop them back down. So if I move that one out of the way, so we're going to stitch that to that, and it's just your normal 1/4 inch seam. So you've then got this one here, and then we've got this piece that we'd stitch on the side of there, and then we're going to start on the pinks, which comes down here. And once you've, I've got the wrong pink there, because I've stitched it on, there we go. So then you put your pink on the bottom, so you can see how I've stitched that here. So now I'm at this stage here, okay? So then you're going to go along to your next stage. And once you start doing a few of these, I like to do, if I'm making a few blocks, like if you were making this, what you could do is have all your pieces lined up and all cut, and sew each section. So you're going to sew all of those pairs together on all of them. Right. Then go and sew all of this piece on. Then go on sew, and you're going round like a spiral. You're working your way around all the time. And what you'll find is you've actually done 10 blocks at the same time, because you've stitched them all in order. So like I say, you're going to work your way around. So then that one's then going to go on that side, on there. And because we've gone to that side, it means that that one is going to go. And can you see how I'm working my way around? And it looks shorter, but it isn't, because once you've stitched that, then your seam allowance, then that fits absolutely perfectly. Then we're going round, and once those seam allowances are stitched, that one will fit. And we can just see if we keep going around, and it's just like a spiral. You'll always go in the same direction, and we can see it's starting to build up. And it looks like the pieces are now too short, but I say once you get all your seam allowances in, stitched, it's going to fit. You can see how we've got all those. Oh, it looks lovely. And then we'll get that one round there. When you're going to see the top, you can see the top one. There we go. And then we've got this pink one on the bottom there. And then that one on the side. So you're basically going to stitch around, stitch around, stitch around. And then I'm going to move. Easier to move the mat out the way. And then when you've finished it, you've got
fantastic
the block. And the one top tip I would say is if I turn to the back, I mean, look how pretty the back looks. Oh, my seam's gone a bit wonky there. We'll be pressing. Always press your fabric towards the outside of the block. And that is, I know you can't feel how flat that is, but that is really flat. And a lot of people worry when they're stitching that they've got a lot of fabric together and they've got a lot of layers, especially if you then go to quilt it. With this, it's as flat as possible. Absolutely fantastic. So that is your log cabin that you can do in 4 different sizes. Isn't it amazing?
Absolutely incredible. I remember you're getting all 3 within this brand new bundle. It is brand new today. It is very, very busy for that at the moment. Now, $45.99 or $52.99 gets you all 3 of those. A great saving there of what, £14 in the UK, $16 almost in the US. Platinum members, you're looking at just under £37, just over $42. Make sure you snap them up. I think if you're someone that loves to cut blocks using a rotary cutter, then you're absolutely going to love using this. It's going to make everything so quick and easy for you. Right, I want to run through some of the Save a Stitch deals. I know Bernie has got some bits and bobs to show us as we go through. This one first, your delightful decorations. You're getting the scissors totally free of charge here in this particular one as well, which is awesome. Those scissors worth $9.99 and $14.95, which is great. There they are. So in there you're going to get the joyful heart, the little robin, and the sweet snowflake in there as well. Bernie, these look adorable, don't they?
These are our multi-craft dies as well, so you can use them with in your paper crafting. I love. Look at this. Look at this card. It's absolutely stunning, and that is using those dies in there as well. And then, just to go different, there's a hanging decoration made using the same set, but with felt. Now in here you get stencils as well. So if I show you this heart, you see there the heart, you're getting the stencils inside to put all of these designs on as well. So you can stitch those with your embroidery thread. You can do them on your sewing machine. I mean, look at this cushion. I mean, automatically you think decorations, but to have the cushion, how fabulous is that? It's
beautiful.
really, it's stunning, isn't it? You know, and that's just with the felt applique on, and then we can see how we've got these embroidery here, but then the embroidery's been used as a stencil on the actual fabric as well, so you don't actually have to embroider onto the heart as well. Absolutely stunning.
Really
and
gorgeous.
Then we've got the little robin. Let me show you the little robin. So here we've got a little gift box here.
Oh, that's cute.
Made with the robin, so that's with card. But then, oh, he's got a little bell on. We've got a little bell on this one. Then you've got the little hanging decoration there, using your felts and your glitter fabric as well, and your embroidery thread, and little buttons for his eyes, and that's then stitched on the machine, but alternatively you can put them on through the sewing machine or by hand.
Beautiful. Grab that. If you want to grab those, make sure you do. We're going to move on to the cork, cotton-backed cork fabric is what we're going to look at next in Save a Stitch. A great deal here for you on these. So just bring those details in for you. So you get 50 centimetres by 65 centimetres. So it's a really lovely size piece in there. Lots you can do with it. Great for little wash bags, toiletry bags, little organisers. Really wonderful for lining, and lots of handbags as well. We've made. We've made, as if I've made them, have been made using these. A great saving for you as well, £19 or $27 you save on these. The colours here that you're getting is the forest, the dark chocolate and the Oxford blue. What do you use these for, Bernie?
So, well, we do have a lot of bags made out of them because they're perfect, really hard wearing. But also like boot covers, glasses cases. I know I did do a little case that I kept put my rotary cutter in as well because it's really sturdy. And you've got that cotton backing as well. If I just quickly open this one out, you get in the piece is 50 centimetres by 65 centimetres. I'm hoping I haven't cut into this one. I have a habit of that, cutting into a bit and then putting it back in the box. So you're getting a big piece of it there with those flecks. I mean, you can just see how they catch the light. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. And the green, you're getting the gold fleck in. The blue, you're getting the silver fleck in. But if I turn it round to the other side, you can see it's like a felty cotton backing. So you don't need a different needle on your machine. You can just stitch it straight through, absolutely normal. Iron it from the back, or you can iron it from the front if you're putting a plique sheet on.
Okay.
As well, you don't want to put the iron right onto there, but it's absolutely fantastic, and it can go through the washer as well.
Amazing. Make sure you grab that £26.39. We're going to look next at the multimedia patchwork die collection. Now, these are fantastic. In here, we're going to get the equilateral triangles, the half hexagons, and the 60-degree diamonds. Now, they should be £25 or $27 each. You can get all of them on that half-price deal there for you. So really fantastic. Under just over £35, just under $38 for platinum members there as well. Yes. £44, $47 is your price on these. And because they are a multimedia die, it means yes, you can cut fabric with these. You can also cut mount board, balsa wood, craft metal, use pop cans or soda cans as well. There's so many different things you can do with them. But from a soft crafting point of view, they're really great to have, aren't they, Bernie?
They are as well, and if you do have a die cut machine, these are perfect for your fabrics. So here's one example with the equilateral triangles. So say if rulers aren't for you, then you've got the die option here. If rulers are for you, you've got the right. So we're covering everyone in the show, Joe, aren't we? This is one of my favourite samples that's made. It's just it's simple but so effective with that half hexagon. So we used it on to make the little pouch that I need to finish before I leave. We've got that. So that's the half hexagon. Again, just joined together in rows. But you're getting all those different sizes in the dies as well. But then, this is also a contender for one of my favourite makes. I love this one. Look at this bag. Now this one, it's the die. We've used the different sizes. But also, we've cut in to make the outside pieces around here, and then just trim them off. So you're using, I want to say 2 dies at the same time, or you could die cut one and then use one a size or 2 smaller and just put a bit of tape on just to get that perfect shape. And then we've got echo quilting.
I love that echo quilting.
Round the outside. So I did that on a show a few weeks ago, Joe. Echo quilting, so people can watch back and show how you do. When I was doing the table runner, I did some echo quilting, so it's really, really effective, isn't it? But that's just fantastic, and you see you're getting all those different sizes in there, and again they all work together because they're all based on the 60-degree triangle, diamond, and the hexagon is made up of 3 60-degree diamonds, so they all work together perfectly.
Je suis confusion now. I'm going to take your word for that, Bernie. I'm not very good with my shape sometimes. I was thinking, oh gosh. Right, quilting pattern guides is what we're going to have a little look at here. These are the geometric waves of decorative petals. You will also get the jewel and the heart in this particular collection. These are fantastic for adding that quilting detail to your project. And again, another half price deal here for you, which I think is absolutely awesome. $31.98, $45.90 if you want to get your hands on these. I know a lot of people love free motion quilting, don't they, Bernie? Very confident doing that and getting that shapes, but I think it definitely doesn't speak for everyone. If you're newer to quilting, these are surely a must-have.
They are really good because if you haven't got the confidence to make up your own pattern, and I must admit when I first started doing free motion, I was very jagged. Everything was really jagged, and I wanted things to be nice and swirly and curly, but it didn't happen that way. So it does take a little bit of practice to get used to. But with the quilting pattern guides, it's exactly that. You've got the guide to help you stitch around to make those beautiful patterns. This is the petal one. So what you do is you get half the shape. So if I grab the, let me grab it, there we go, I'll take it out and I'll lay it on top so you can actually see. So what you do is you have half the shape, so you go around half the shape, and then you just flip the ruler around and do the other side. And as you can see on here, you've got like crosshair on here, so you can line it up. So if you are wanting to do it as a border and you want to repeat all the way along, you can actually repeat it. But then we've got the other 3 in the set as well. I'm just going to flip now. I don't know if these are in order. I haven't sorted. This is the heart. You can see we've got half of a heart, but then we've got a full heart here. And you can see how you can use it as a border if you want to, but then you can actually fill the whole space. But I'm just going to whiz through all of these. There's the double heart, because you're getting 2 sizes in it. You can overlap them, so it makes a totally different design. You see, this is the, is that the wave? I think that's the wave, yeah. You can go around as well, so again, it doesn't have to be a border. And then you've got the jewel, no, it's not called jewel. It is called jewel. The jewel one, but you've also got the secondary size shape inside as well. Again, you can go around, and do you know, I mean, you can just see you've got 4 quilting pattern guides here, but this, can you see how many ideas we've got just here? Absolutely stunning. And what it's going to do is help you with your accuracy. It's going to keep you on track, and it's going to give you a project that you're going to be proud of as well, and not keep looking at it thinking, going, oh, I wish I could do that free motion. Well, with these, we're giving you the guides to actually achieve that.
Fantastic, absolutely fabulous. If you want to grab those, a brilliant price, £31.98, £45.90. It's a half price deal. Everyone paying less than half price as well, because using using Your Club Inspired discount in there as well. Now let's move on. We've got some feet available for you on the show. The sewing machine feet, 2 different options for you. I'll give you both options now. So this is the sewing machine feet right here, £23.99, £29.97. You've got 10 pieces within there. The other one that you can go for is the quilting machine feet set, which is this one just here. As you can see, got 3 feet within that one there as well. Now, Bernie, these are an essential, I guess. So do not, with the feet then, Bernie, what I think about, do not all machines come with all of these feet included as standard?
No, so most machines will come, you'll have your standard foot, it'll come with a regular zipper foot and a buttonhole foot. They're the main 3 that you would get with a machine. But then different machines that you can get more feet with. But there's still a lot of machines don't come with all of these extra feet that you can get in these set. And it is a really good offer today. I think it's 40% off, and isn't it really fantastic? I've got the quilting set here first. The walking foot is king, especially if you're doing your quilting, you know, and you've got your different layers. You've got here the walking foot there. If I take that one out, and what that's going to do, it has feed dogs on the foot as well, so it's going to put everything through at the same speed. You've got your quilting free motion foot, so when you're going to have a practice at free motion, you've got your free motion foot in there, and then you've got your binding tool to help you put your binding on. And then the other set, I've got a snazzy board. Let's look at the snazzy board. So I've got a snazzy board for this one. So this one, you're getting 10 feet in here. So you're getting your pin tuck foot, you're getting your rolled hem foot in there, you're getting your overcasting foot, your cording foot, your gathering foot, your non-stick Teflon foot, your 1/4 inch foot, your invisible zip foot, your blind hem foot, and your border guide foot. Now, what I'll do is after the show, I'll find the show. I did a show about a month or 2 ago, maybe, I think it was only about a month ago, and I went through all of these in quite a lot of detail. So I'll find that and I'll post it after the show, because obviously we've got an important thing to do next, haven't we, Joe?
Oh, we have. It's time to draw out another cork from our winners. So let's have a little rummage in here and see what we've got. Right, I'm going to go for this one here. It's going to be number 21 is the cork number, and it is Caroline French is the winner. So let's just pop that on there. You have won a selection of Gemini stamp and die sets. You are going in the bucket. There we are. So it's number 21, and it's Caroline There we are, Caroline French. Right, you are in. I mean, we went a bit dodgy there, didn't we? There we go. Caroline French, you have won a selection of stamps and dice. Don't forget as well, Caroline, you're in with a chance of winning that grand prize draw during Second Chance Sunday today, the first of 2 grand prize draws throughout our sweet 16th birthday celebration. Let's recap some of the awesome stuff that you've seen in the show today. We've had a very, very busy Softer Side of Life. This one here is those brand new rulers that you've got right here. Don't forget, you're going to get the tri-square, the tri-hex, and you're going to get the log cabin included within that particular bundle there. You're essentially getting one of these for £6 when you buy the 3 together, which is absolutely amazing. Right, I want to go back through that awesome party bag for you. The value here is, I've said it, I mean, I've been saying it for the last 3 days, haven't I? We've had so many amazing deals because, look, our birthday celebrations is where you're going to find the best deals of the year. I think if you've been waiting to stock up on something or get something, this is when you're going to get a deal on it. It really is. We saved the best deals of the year for these celebrations. This applique die just here, the Hawaiian applique die, that is worth $29.99 or $34.95. That is coming included in your Softcraft party bag. So essentially, if you're in the UK, everything else is going to be free of charge within here. You're going to get some lovely linen fabrics. We've also got the a mitre tool in here. You're going to get some nesting dies, heat erasable pens. This here, some of our decorative panel dies. You've got quilting clips in here. There's going to be a binding tool and also some of our class in there as well. $81.91 or $113.59 is what you save, because every single one of these bags includes at least £111 worth or $153 worth of amazing soft craft goodies. So don't miss out on those. How are we doing for the stock? Is it over 3/4 now? Over 3/4 of the stock of the soft craft party bag has sold out and gone. Caroline's very, very excited that she has got herself up on the board. Now, I know you've got a few things you wanted to share with us just before we finish off, Bernie. Lots you can do with these fabulous products, isn't there?
There is, and they're so versatile as well. So I just want to show you the samples again, so if anyone didn't see the beginning of the show and you missed them. So those multi-rulers, we've got the tri-square. So with that, you're going to be able to make your squares, your half-square triangles and your quarter-square triangles, the most regular common shapes in patchwork that you're going to be using first and throughout your patchwork life, to be honest. You're going to, I mean, I'm going to hold this up. Look, I mean, I love the colours of this one. So pastely. Look at this, and that's all with squares and half-square triangles. Oh, if I put it the right way round. I didn't realise there was a heart in the centre there when I held it up. So we've got a heart in the centre. How fabulous is that? So that's the tri-square ruler. And then the other one is the tri-hex. So with that one, you're going to make your equilateral triangles, your 60-degree diamonds and your hexagons. And then you can get this effect. This is the tumbling block effect, which is great, using those 3 shades of colour to make that effect. And that's using the 60-degree diamonds. And all of those 3 work together. You're getting them from various sizes as well. All the way, the squares are up to 6.5 inch. The hexagons and the diamonds and triangle are up to 5.5 inch, and then from little as 1 inch. How cute is that? That's tiniest adorable. Little hexagon is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Just really, absolutely really amazing. If you try and cut those out, just, you know, if you're trying to work them out with a compass or a protractor or whatever, you'd give up. Oh, you really would give up, wouldn't you? You really would. And then, I know we're not supposed to have favourites, Joe.
Oh, this is beautiful.
But this is absolutely stunning. That's the log cabin. So that's in the small size. Imagine that in the 12-inch blocks. It's going to be massive. Absolutely fantastic. Would. So if you're a rotary, if you love your rotary cutting, or you know, or you really don't want to buy a die cutting machine, these are absolutely perfect to add to your tools basket.
They're absolutely incredible. They really, really are. There's been so many awesome products in this show. What I'd say is definitely get yourself over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Hit that shop the show button. Have a look at everything. There's so much that we didn't get a chance to share with you. Remember the free gifts that you're getting. Your daily £10 or $10 free gift is, of course, this wonderful felt rainbow keyring kit. You're actually going to be able to make this up yourself, which is fantastic. When you're spending over £50 or dollars, you'll also get the limited edition Crafters Purple Tri-Blend brush pen. spend over £100 or dollars, you'll get all 3 gifts as well. You get the portable craft tool bag within there too, which is fantastic. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about what is happening later today as well. Myself and Sarah will be here at 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. West Coast for a very special launch. It is the brand new Ultimate Pro USB, and wait until you see not only the amazing brand new dies that we've got to support some of the projects, but also all the incredible brand new paper pads. You're going to lose your crafty minds, let me tell you that. I cannot wait to take you through that show with Sarah. And then a little later today, myself and Debbie Robinson will be back with Second Chance Sunday. I mean, what a Second Chance Sunday it's going to be. We're going to be looking at all of the incredible launches that you've seen so far in this sweet 16th birthday celebration. Massive thanks to Bernie. Bernie will see you back here. I'll see you back here next Sunday, actually. We'll be back with myself, which will be awesome.
Next week, me and you.
Absolutely, very excited for that. Don't forget to check out your baskets. You've got 90 minutes. It's your 90-minute warning before that amazing brand new launch with myself and Sarah. I'll see you back here at 3 p.m. Take care.